everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in this makeup look, we're doing a unicorn inspired look. So if you want to know how to achieve this unicorn inspired makeup tutorial look, then keep on watching. Okay, so I've already moisturized my face and I've done my lips, put some lip balm on my lips. And now we're going in with our Anastasia Brow Powder Duo, alright? So we're using that with a little brow brush. And I feel like if you use powder, it makes it look a little bit more natural looking. So just go in with that and do your brows. Now that I got my brows done, I'm going to go in with my Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer and just take a little bit of that and put some all over your face. Alright, so we got our primer on. So the next step I'm going to do is take my Pore Perfecting Complexion Primer. It pretty much minimizes your pores. So, right? It's by Urban Decay. So put some just where you need it. So just put some around here. And a little bit right there. Okay. Next, let's go in and prime our eyes. So take your favorite eye primer. I am currently using Urban Decay Eyeshadow Eye Primer. Alright. And take some of that. Put some of that on your eyelid. Let that dry a little bit. You know, it doesn't take too long to dry. Okay, now take your favorite eyeshadow palette or whichever eyeshadow palette you want to use. Right now I'm using the Nude Collection Pure Cosmetics. Alright, that's what I'm using. So, go in and take a nude color. So, I'm taking the color in Butterscotch, which is right there. Alright, take that color and we're just gonna place that pretty much all over our eyelid. Okay, so we got that done. Now take a more nude yet shimmery color, if that makes sense. I'm just taking the same brush. Oh, and the brush I'm using, I have no idea what it's called, but if you're curious, that's what it looks like. Alright, so yeah. So take a more nude yet shimmery color as your next color. The color I'm using now is called Macadamia, which is right there. It has a little bit of a shimmer in it. So take that and now place that not all over your eyelid, just on the lower section. If that makes sense. Again, on the other eye, on the lower part of your eyelid, right? Now let's go in with the color Kahlua, I believe that's how you pronounce it, Kahlua, and take some of that color. I'm using a different brush now. Right now I'm using this brush right here. Alright. The brush I got, this brush was from Urban Decay. It was their brushes in their Naked palette, so that's the brush I'm using. That's the brush I got in hand. So take some of that color, the Kahlua color, and just place that on the outer half of your eyelid. And don't worry about the edges being a little bit too harsh, because we're going to go in and blend it out and soften the look later. So just focus on putting the Kahlua color on the outer half of your eyelid. Now take a soft, fluffy brush. I'm using a brush that looks like this. And those harsh edges you got, just fluff it out. Make it look less harsh. Okay, so I decided to change up the look just a little bit. And for our inner half of our eyelid, I decided to put on some toffee color, which looks like this. It's like a coppery, shimmery color, if that makes any sense. So pick up some of that color and just on the inner half of your eyelid. And if you can tell, I'm just very gently dabbing it on my eyelid. Ooh, pretty. Okay, so I believe I like that color much better. So let's go ahead and do the next step. Okay, so now I'm going to darken up the look just a little bit on the outer corner. So the color I'm taking right now is in the color Espresso, which is right there. And remember, all this color is in the same palette I'm using, which is the Nude Collection Pure Cosmetics. So taking that Espresso color, it's a dark brown shimmer color, and using that on a very small brush. A small, tiny little brush, alright? And just placing that right at the inner corners. And with that color, I'm pretty much, you know, going over where my crease would be. Okay, so we got our eyeshadow color completely finished. Let's go ahead and do our eyeliner, alright? Okay, so now let's go in with our favorite eyeliner. My current favorite, of course, if you've been watching my videos, you would know it's NYX Gel Eyeliner, which looks like this. So take some of that color and line your eyes. Oh, so I switched up my eyeliner brush. I'm using the e.l.f. angled eyeliner brush, which looks like this. A little angled brush with a tiny little brush right there. Now we have our eyeliners done. I'm going to go back in with my espresso color we used earlier with that small brush and just line the underneath the eye, yeah. Okay, and then the next color I'm going to use is not going to be in this palette. So the color is going to be this really pretty Sephora peachy color, which is this. And the color looks like this. Okay. So I'm just going to use my fingers to put this color on. I'm just putting that right underneath my eye. Hopefully the camera's picking it up, but it looks really pretty in real life. Okay, so we got our inner corner, lower corner, whatever you want to call it, color on. And now, time for some mascara. So again, take your favorite mascara. And the one I'm using is Maybelline Lash Sensational. Oh yeah, and before you put your mascara on, you can curl your lashes and then put your mascara on. But sometimes I don't curl my lashes and I just put the mascara on. So yeah. So here's the eye with the mascara on. Okay, just I put like 2 or 3 coats so far. And then that's the eye without any mascara. And I think it looks pretty good. So time to do our next eye. Alright, so mascara is complete. And let's move on to our face. So what I'm using now is I've been using this a lot because I really like it. So it's my Lumi Cushion L'Oreal foundation. Take some of this. And take your beauty blender. Yes, I have to probably wash this soon, but take a beauty blender. Take your favorite foundation. And start putting the foundation on. And you want to make sure you bring it down to your neck, you know, just so the color blends in nicely. I mean, you don't want like, you know, a different color from your face and a different color from your neck, right? You want to make it look like your skin looks naturally beautiful. So bring that color down. And sometimes, you know, even going a little bit towards your ear might be a good idea. Now, after I have on my foundation, I like to go in with some loose foundation powder. And the one I'm using is by bareMinerals. So I like to use that and just kind of place that all over my face. So take a little brush, dip that in, and just put that all over my face. Just very loosely. I kind of feel like it makes it look better, I guess. I don't know. If I like it, then it's good enough. Alright, so we got that on. Just a little bit. You don't need that much, okay? Okay, so now let's go ahead and set our face with our Makeup Forever HD high definition powder. Alright, so take some of that, dip that in, and oof. Setting our face. I know some people like to swirl their brush on their face when they're setting it, but I don't know. I feel like that might ruin your makeup, so. Alright, so face is set. Alright, so I forgot to hit the record button while recording the blush part, but pretty much what I did was I took my NYX in Hot Pink Rouge Cream Blush, and you just want just a little bit because it is very pigmented, and I went in with my beauty blender and dipped some of that in and pretty much dab some of that color on my cheeks, just enough so that it looks like I am naturally blushing. And if you feel like the blush color is a little bit too much on your face, just go in with your beauty blender and some of that foundation you still have on there, just dab it in there. And it should, you know, soften up the look. That way it's not too harsh. Alright, now let's do some highlight. Okay, so the next thing we'll do is highlight our face. Take your favorite brush that you want to use to highlight with. You can use a fan brush, and this is by Beauté Basics. I'll be using my Beach Sand highlighter, which isn't really a highlighter, it's an eyeshadow, but nobody has to know. So take some of that color and start highlighting your face. Alright, so highlighter is complete. And normally I don't really contour my face, but I guess for this video, why not? So what I'm using is the Pixi Beauty Bronzer Summertime. So I guess it's a bronzer, but you can use it as a contour powder. And that's the color I'm using. I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. angled foundation brush. And yes, I know it's a foundation brush, but I think it's pretty much perfect for contouring your face. So use whatever brush you want, and if it works, then why the hell not, right? So take some of that bronzer or whatever you want to call it, bronzer or contouring powder, and from here we want to chisel our face, okay? Again. So after you have all your contour set in place where you want them, go ahead and take a brush and start blending it out. Okay, so face is contoured and looking good. All right, so let's go ahead and do our lips. Now for our lip color, I'll be using my lip, I can't read it. The word's all gone. I believe it says lip luster. Well, that's what the lip liner looks like, and that's the color I'm using. So if that helps any. The words disappear, so I'm so sorry. But go ahead and take your lip liner and line just outside your lips. That way we can make it a little bit, you know, bigger if you want to. You don't have to, but just out a tad bit outside your lip. You don't want to go too far out. That way, you know, it might look fake and ugly. So, you know, or not. If you want to go outside your lips, go ahead. You know, whatever you want to do, you know, do you. Alright, so take your eyeliner or lip liner and draw your lips in. So now that you have your lips all lined and filled in with the lip liner, go ahead and take your favorite lipstick or whichever lipstick you want to use. I'm using my Givenchy lipstick, and super cute, super tiny because I got it as a sample and it's so pretty. So take that and just go all over your lips, all right? And if you feel like you kind of went outside how much you want to make your lips look like, just take your foundation and or, you know, take a concealer and just you can fix up those lines by, you know, carefully erasing what you don't want. Okay, so the last thing I like to do is, or almost the last thing, is take my bronzer or like a, you know, contour color that I used earlier and take a little bit on my fluffy brush and just very, very slightly under your lips. It kind of gives off that, you know, a pouty lip look. That is if you want that look. Okay? Alright, so I went ahead and set my face completely with my HD all-nighter makeup setting spray. Best setting spray ever. So, did that, and now this is the final look with my hair down. Alright, so I'm gonna go on and put on my wig and I'll be right back. Okay, so here is our final look. We have our unicorn hair on with many different colors. A plethora of colors, I should say. And we have our cute bow. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, go ahead and click the like button down below. And if you haven't already, click subscribe. And so you don't miss out on any videos I post up, go ahead and click that notification button to on. That way you won't miss out on any videos. And my username for all my other social media will be right here. For Twitter, for Facebook, for Instagram, for what have you, right there. And what else? I am also doing a giveaway, so rules and details to that are in the description box down below, so go ahead and read that. And that's about it. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this fabulous unicorn look tutorial. Alright, I'll see you guys next time. Bye now.